welcome to another piece of content by 80-Bit Pod Smash, where gaming goes to grab a beer. Hold on, make sure my computer is muted or this will get really uncomfortable. Excellent. Alright, okay. I'm trusting that you guys are going to be able to hear me. Instead of doing that awkward thing where I test the sound, I'm just going to count on the fact that I've done this a handful of times now, and I've got all the pieces in place. I tested the actual microphone levels through the PlayStation, sounded okay. So if I'm too loud, too quiet, let me know. I will do what I can to fix it, and it'll be awkward for everyone involved. So, yes, I'm streaming Persona 5 Royal again. That's because I've had one of those days where I don't really care what you guys want to watch. Not only because I have not been given any suggestions, but I also just don't have. Patience today is like not there. So Termite wanted me to stream something different, and I told Termite to go shove it because I wanted to play Persona. Because I've had one of those days. I will tell you all about it as we play, unless you don't want to hear about it, in which case I won't talk about it. But, as always, welcome. Please feel free to pop into the chat and say hi. I love it when people say hi and interact. Again, playing Persona 5. Hopefully this will be a little bit different, though, than the previous streams I did. The first stream I did, I literally fired up the game for the first time, and it was just loaded with cinematics. The second stream I did a palace infiltration and got my butt whooped on the air by a boss. And this time I've got a little bit more experience under my belt. I've got a little bit more general power, and I'm not nearly as bad at the game. So, as you can see, I've got 700 yen there. So I'm doing pretty well for myself, if I don't say so myself. Anyways, if you might be wondering, why are you wearing a penguin on your head? It's because whenever Penguin does these streams, it's silly hats only, and this is my favorite of my silly hats because it's a literal penguin. And again, I am Penguin Man. So, if you don't know what that is, then listen to our podcast. Anyways, I'm also wearing a Christmas shirt, and that is because I ran out of laundry. I don't have any clever reasons or anything for that. This is the shirt that I grabbed out of to be fair, it was the clean laundry. I reached in and I was like, I'll wear this shirt, whatever. It's got a mostly intact collar, so. But this is the kind of day I've been having. It is a day where I went to get plasma and had to get stuck twice. So, we'll go into more details. Anyways, but let's get on with the Persona-ing. And I am working my way through their procedural generated dungeon called Mementos. Mementos gets further the further you get into the game. And yeah, it's random. Each level is randomized, each layer is randomized, and it's full of monsters and treasure and all kinds of stuff. You have to go into Mementos to like change the hearts of like minor people, and I've already done that. So what I'm doing, I've actually already done that for this wave of it. So I'm actually working my way up, trying to get to those stars on the map that you see. I want to get the ones that are not grayed out because they give me benefits and bonuses. So this is what I'm actually trying to do right now, is collecting these in order to make my time in Mementos, the procedural dungeon, more profitable. I've grown very, very fond of this game. It is a great RPG, and if you're going to invest 100 and something hours into the game, then it might as well be this one. So, as you saw there, that enemy was weak enough that I could literally just run into him with my cat car and get XP. What did I want to show you? I want to show you guys something. Nope, don't remember what I was going to show you, so... that's cool. It's somewhere. Oh, so that one is outlined in blue, and I can't just use him. Oh, I was gonna check my time. Oh, good. My play time.
Set the advantage. Don't rush this.
So good old turn-based combat, I'm much better at it. I have different party members. I am, of course, sporting a team of all ladies right now because, of course, I'm sporting a team of all ladies. Other than Joker himself. But
what's my next move?
It
might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy.
It doesn't have a weakness. That's lame.
Persona! Shall we?
Sleepified.
Florida! Keep it coming, Noir! Persona! Here!
Now they fall.
There's an enemy that's confused. Give it some psychokinesis.
Beat him up. And change persona, so the main character, Joker, he's special, of course. He's a special butterfly, like every character in a Japanese RPG, every main character in a Japanese RPG. So he's able to have multiple personas. So I can switch through. These are all my personas that I have active right now. I've got Phoenix. I've got that freaking thing. I've got a Horseman, BoJack Horseman. I've got Owl-headed Kendall. I've got Patrick with a eyeball. I've got this weird, like, teapot with boobs. And I've got that teapot with boobs as well. Sorry, this is supposed to be family friendly. Scarfman, Doctor Who. This is like Uber Leia. Oops. And yeah, other hair lady who can stand on her hair. So anyways, they all have different abilities, so I can switch through and grab one that I want. I'm actually gonna go with lady with the hair, because I want that. Boom, he did. And now he's confused, so he's gonna give me Yen. Thanks, Yen, man. Alright, girl voiced by Shirami Lee. She's awesome. Her name's Makoto. I love her. She is the girl I picked as my girlfriend in the game. I'm a married man. I'm a respectable married man. Respectable. But I needed it for the trophy, okay? So don't judge.
Give it some psychokinesis.
I'm just gonna have Panther Guard.
Whoa! You did that with style.
Oh, now he's giving up. He's scared. I want you to show me the money! He wants me. I had him as a persona at one point, so he's begging me to take it back. And I say, nah, girl, I want you to give me that yen. It's fun saying yen because it makes me think of,
Not bad.
Yennefer from.
Not bad.
So I'm just gonna keep hustling him until he gets mad. And he's just dropped like 12,000 yen on me. It makes me think of Yennefer from The Witcher. There we go, he gave up. Now he's gonna try to fight. So now I can have I do that because I can have my cake and eat it too, right? Like I can get a ton of yen from him and then get experience, because if you let them go, you don't get the XP. So now I get the XP. And final tally, 21,000 yen. That I at this point don't need. I have probably enough yen to get me through the rest of the game, but you know, ran that one over. Gangster. I'm watching a show called Atlanta, and it's very, very good. So y'all should check it out if you have Hulu.
I have something.
So my day, while I do this mindless roaming around, my day was interesting. I decided, the IT professional that I am, to upgrade to Windows 10 because I was having an issue with some work software, and I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and upgrade to Windows 10.
I have something.
But being a poor enough, obviously, to go give plasma to, you know, make ends meet, I decided that I would look into whether or not it was still possible to upgrade to Windows 10 for free, because they offered me back in 2016 a free upgrade. Fortunately for 2020 Dan, 2016 Dan had the foresight to download the free upgrade software, but not actually do the, like, initiate the upgrade. So I did that. Penguin, I should say. 2016 Penguin had that foresight. I was hesitant at the time, Windows 10 being brand spanking new. I had no idea what to expect, but now, you know, I work with Windows 10 on a daily basis, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. So I was like, yeah, I'll upgrade my PC. So yeah, again, that's why I had the free software available to me. It was awesome. I was like, yes, sweet, it's there, and I ran it, and it worked. It upgraded for free. It took a while, but it worked. Where my day started spiraling out of control from there on out was well, the one thing I noticed was I had this janky old monitor, and it was not compatible with the new brand spanking new Windows 10 on my PC. So I said, well, that's fine. I've got this big monitor that I don't know if people have been watching this stream frequently enough. The camera used to be above me, kind of coming down at an angle. That's because I had a TV up there above my desk. But I was like, I'll just use that TV. It's got HDMI input, so I'll just hook that up. That is where my day started getting ridiculously out of control. I don't really know how it broke or how it went wrong, but some series of events, including the fact that my that one triggered a comment. I don't know why. I think I just did it wrong. Including the fact that I was watching my son at the time, so he was getting his little fingers. He wanted to touch everything that I was doing. My wife was working, so totally my bad. Trying to fix my computer while my son was under my care. But at one point I was looking away and trying to grab like a cord or something, and he just reaches over and just like slams his finger down on my reset button of my computer, doing a hard reset, and I was like, well, that's not good. I don't know, again, I don't know exactly what went wrong, but something resulted in my computer not displaying anything, not using any of my monitors to display. And I was like, well, that sucks. So I had to troubleshoot that, and at one point I like opened up my PC case and, oh no, I'm getting frozen! Panthers frozen, no! Lame. Reducing my evasion. Don't matter. Okay, maybe it does matter. Ow. This guy's kicking my butt. He's got like no health left. Alright, this is ridiculous.
Persona!
Got this guy down. Anyway, so at one point I like pulled my PC out and literally unseated my graphics card just to see if it was something. If something happened, you know, cords are getting yanked, children are getting yelled at. And I thought maybe it unseated my graphics card, so I tried reseating that, and that didn't fix it, although it did start working shortly after that. Not immediately after that, but shortly after that. So, I'm sitting there troubleshooting a PC issue when, you know, I finally get it to a working state, and then I go leave the house to get plasma. Again, they had to stick me twice. Any one of these things individually would have been just like, yeah, that was inconvenient for the day, but taken as a whole, they had to stick me twice. Then I got to Chick-fil-A later, and they spilled milkshake, or the milkshake, they filled it up too much, so it like spilled all over my car, and I'm like, man. That is, I explained it, co-op petition Matt, that I just reached into the laundry and grabbed whatever shirt was available this morning. So that is why I'm dressed like an elf. It is just a t-shirt that looks like the clothing of an elf. But
Focus.
Thank you for the troll. I appreciated it. You did promise me that you'd get on and troll me today. So, a troll is better than silence.
There's a chest.
Anyways, Matt, this is when Penguin streams, it's silly hats only. So I expect you to be wearing at least an elf shirt, and anything short of that is unacceptable. Will not be tolerated. Go get your elf shirt. Or at least a silly hat. And a silly hat could be Redskins. NASCAR is on. Can you comment about how Logano is racing?
Focus.
He's probably racing well. Like, fast. He's probably going fast. That's probably a safe thing to say. Oh yeah, I'll increase my gains.
Doing good? Oh.
This kid gives me gains in mementos. Oh, that's perfect. The Vegas Golden Knights are one of my favorite jokes. So, yeah, go ahead and pop that on. I'm pleased with myself. Alright, this is all for a trophy. There's a trophy to, like, rank up one of these things, so... I am loving Persona 5, man. This game's, as I was saying before, it's, there's no one element that it does better than any game, but when you put them all together, it just makes for a really great JRPG. It's stylish, it's fun, it's different. The characters, oh my gosh, the characters, like... I thought it was hard to pick a team in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that was, like, 4 characters that I love. And this game is even harder because there's, like, a whole bunch of them, and every time they introduce a new character, I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be a new person. I'm not gonna care about them. And then I'm like, oh, I love them, and I want them on my team forever. So... It's, I'm rolling with all girls right now just because that's kind of actually how it shook out where I was at. Like, it forced a character into my party, and that character happened to be a girl, and the character she happened to replace was a guy. So I wasn't necessarily purposefully doing that, but I'm rolling with it now. I like my ladies, so... Alright, I don't know what this thing is. Let's see.
Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
The only thing I don't know if it'll do any damage to him is holy.
Persona!
I do know that physical won't do crap.
Finish it for me.
Blast him.
Persona! Shall we?
So I came and blasted.
Let's do this! Yeah, Panther! You got the ball! Don't forget.
But
this
yeah,
game
I mean
is
overall
good,
this game's great. It's it is it's
Okay.
roughly 100 hours well spent. I haven't actually put in 100 hours yet. Let's see. My last save point, I can at least see the time stamp on my last save point. So 74 hours into this game, with still a couple of months, in-game months to go. It's fun. It's long. It is a long game, so I would not recommend playing it if you have other games that you want coming up, like if you're waiting for Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima or whatever games are coming out this summer. If you're like trying to find a game to kill time, I would not play Persona. It's long, but again, still very, very fun. So if you don't have a game and you are like, I could totally invest 120 hours into a game right now, then it's a great one.
Ooh, a rare one!
What do you want? Nice.
What's my
Well,
next move?
I hope you can spend more than 10 minutes watching me play Persona. Termite tried to talk me out of playing this tonight because this is the 3rd time in a row I've streamed this game. And on a normal night I would have agreed with him, but tonight has just been one of those days where I'm like, I'm just going to play Persona because I want to. So I'm doing that. But I hope you enjoy it. I tend to be more, I don't know, stream of consciousness than Termite. I feel like, not that Termite prepares his stuff ahead of time, but I think that he tries really hard to like talk the same way that we would on our podcast about stuff, whereas I'm like, I'm streaming, I'm just gonna do my thing, and it's gonna be something.
Florida, keep it coming, Noir! Persona!
But I have fun.
Noir! Right in the weak spot!
It's time. Go down.
Ooh.
Nice one, Joker! You hit its weakness!
So this is like a treasure demon, and it gives me lots of money. You can like take it and use it as like a fusion persona, or you can make your other personas really strong with it. But I just use it for money because I already have enough persona stuff going on.
Treasure demon's done for! Great, huh? Okay.
So it'll give me a nice drop of yen though. 20,000, 18,000. I'll take 18,000.
Okay. Focus.
Alright, I'm trying to find these stars. I only have 2 left and then I can move on to a different thing. I'm gonna run this dude over. Peace. for leveling up.
How should I use this?
The characters and their personas are an interesting. Like, some of them are interesting, like, oh, that doesn't seem like it would fit. Like, there's not really a rhyme or reason to it. Like, one persona you unlock in a castle, that's like a knight's castle, but it's like, the persona itself is a pirate. And then one's a motorcycle that you unlock in a bank. And the persona that you just saw with the,
Here are the search results.
UFO, that was unlocked during a, like an Egyptian castle, so it's just kind of fun. Like, the game is just doesn't really, it's not a game that takes itself seriously, and it's just like, yeah, this character is gonna have an UFO persona, despite the fact that the palace that has nothing to do with that character is the one that's actually a spaceship. But I like it. I mean, I love this game. It's a blast. I will probably end up replaying it at some point in my life, though, again, it is a 100-hour or so endeavor. So, I'm working on that platinum for this, and once I get the platinum, I will put this game aside. And I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to do with The Last of Us, though. Like, not that I expect the game's going to be bad, it's Naughty Dog. They'll put together a good game one way or another. But the question will be if I want to pause this game. I don't think I'm going to beat this game before The Last of Us comes out in a couple weeks. But I want to play them both. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to actually like finish this one first and just wait till The Last of Us, or if The Last of Us is going to be good enough that I'll want to put this game on pause. It's tough, man. I don't love like splitting a playthrough of a game and playing a game in between. I've done it before and it's not bad. Actually, The Last of Us Part 1, I was playing that, or when I played that, I had to put it on pause because God of War came out. And then I picked it up after God of War and finished it. So I'm no stranger to that, but... Oh, that's a good point. So, interestingly enough, Gamer Time, we've streamed our Switches before by... we have a capture card at our church that we have borrowed to push politically. We only did it once, to be fair. But I do want to grab an Elgato, like a cheap Elgato at some point, or I mean, not necessarily cheap, but a relatively affordable Elgato would be, mostly because I'm familiar with it. So I would like to get a capture card at some point for sure to stream Switch. Right now, there's just not anything on the Switch that I'm digging. I was actually complaining to Termite about that. Like, I get that this spring was kind of Animal Crossing's time to shine.
I have something.
But I'm just not a big Animal Crossing guy, so I have not really, there's not really been a game that I've enjoyed, like, gotten really into on the Switch since Smash, and it's been almost a year and a half now since that's been out. So, hopefully that'll change when the new Zelda game comes out and whatnot. So hopefully by the time the new Zelda game comes out, we'll have an Elgato, and I will hopefully stream some stuff. I would love to, like, even now though, I would love to, like, get on with friends, have some people get on voice chat and whatnot, and stream, what do you call it, Smash even. That would be a fun one to, like, have a bunch of people on shooting the crap while playing Smash. Have I gotten S Plus on Mario Maker 2? No, I'm not a big Mario Maker fan either. Not that I don't appreciate what the game is and what it does. It's just not my cup of tea in regards to, I want to do something while I'm like chilling and relaxing.
I'm still not used
that's
to
definitely
this
more
outfit.
Termite's wheelhouse than mine. But
But
definitely I would love to get a hold of it and play it at some point. Just goof around with it. I doubt I would do anything like get S Plus though. Doesn't sound like something that I would enjoy. I'm weird. I have particular tastes and not particular tastes at the same time. My tastes are expanding for sure and growing when it comes to games, but I'm still kind of particular. That would be awesome. Make time. There's always time for Smash. I say that having not like touched Smash in a long time. I think I played Smash briefly to goof around with Joker after
Guys,
getting
girls,
excited
and a cat all, and we...
playing this game. I do have Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant's fun. I like Piranha Plant a lot. I'm not great with him, but I have all the DLC characters at this point. I haven't bought the Part 2, whatever they're calling it, the Spider Pass 2. But I do want to get it because I like ARMS, and I know that an ARMS character is coming out. So, did they nerf him? What did they nerf? Because I know that I was never good enough to really know what about him was really strong. I know that the little poison cloud he drops is awesome when you can get people caught in it. It just like brings people. There we go. There's the last one. Boom. 20 out of 20. Path of Kaitor. Now I have another path opened up to me. Part of me wants to go down and get some more.
Rhoda, let's gun it! Hold the wheel steady, Joker!
Crash these guys. Let's see, I've been doing this for 25 minutes.
Somewhere.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they nerfed his, they didn't nerf his Poison Cloud, but nobody kills people with Poison Cloud, so if they nerfed his, attacks in general, that's unfortunate. Gosh, now you have me want to play Smash. I'm gonna go buy a capture card, I guess, and go get Smash, just cause you asked me to.
Focus.
Ooh, the treasure.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away!
So, one of the cool things I've got going on for me right now is I've got all my characters equipped with an item called the SP Adhesive, Spirit Adhesive, and what that does for me is it allows me at the beginning of every turn to regenerate a little bit of spirit, which is mana, basically. Allows me to do spells. So it's really useful, and if anyone ever ends up playing this game at any point, I would highly recommend buying them as soon as you can. As soon as you can afford it, because they're expensive. But like it makes the dungeon stuff a lot smoother because you're not trying to like you can't just leave in the middle of a dungeon. You'll lose time. No, I don't want your Persona crap. I whiffed it, guys. I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah. Switch it out instead of Angel. That Angel ain't family friendly anyways, so.
Alright.
Keep putting this necklace.
I have something.
Alright, I'll fuse that into something awesome later. Right now I gotta get out of here. But yeah, in general, a capture card would allow us to do a lot more stuff that we would like. I think we would both like to do. So, my strongest Smash character right now is probably Young Link.
Oh, Mister.
I started playing him early when he was I mean, I was always going to end up playing a form of Link. Link is a character I've regularly used in Smash to great effect, or okay effect, I suppose. But Young Link, I was just so happy he was back. I mained Young Link back in when Melee came out, and you know, I was a kid back then. I would have been like middle school, maybe early high school. And that was back in the day when you get together with a group of guys and everyone would be like, okay, everyone has to pick a main and nobody can have the same main. I don't know if you guys had groups of friends like that, but like no two people could play the same character in the group of friends I played with. So technically Link was, someone else picked Link, so I always kind of picked Young Link, and that apparently was fair. So I always just got good with Young Link back in Melee, and I missed him. Toon Link was never the same in Smash 3 or 4. So I was happy to see Young Link back, and so I've been pretty much playing Young Link pretty well. Fortunately, he was strong. Not the best, obviously, but he was always strong for me, so I made some waves with Youngin. But, alright, up in that.
Doing good?
Money gains.
I have something.
Hey, is school fun?
Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
Better, I
Nothing in
guess.
between. No, like, halfway, some people are playing the same character. Although that gets muddy when you consider the, like, Echo Fighters are so much more similar than what they used to be, but... Alright, I'm almost at the end. When I get to the end, where it says end there, I can fast travel out of here.
I have something.
Because it can't be that much fun to watch me run things over. And then we can go back to Japanese High School Simulator.
I can feel it.
Oh, I need to spend all those flowers before I leave too. Oh, I should probably do that.
They sell water.
But yeah, so that's I like Young Link. There's a bunch of other people I've played. I really liked Ridley, like Ridley a lot. But yeah. Oh, so the plot it's actually really interesting. Really, I mean, it's very Japanese, all things considered. But the basic premise is that the world that I'm in now, where it's all funky, twisty subway world, this is called the metaverse. That's what it's called. I'm trying to remember the name of it. So it's called the metaverse, and the metaverse is like a world of pure thought, basically. Alright, see a co-opetition, Matt. So yeah, metaverse, world of pure thought. It's shaped and formed by the consciousness of people, and in some cases, some very bad people, not necessarily bad, it doesn't have to be someone who's bad, but very disturbed people, I should say. In some cases, their desires basically get so twisted and so disturbed that they form a quote palace, their palace basically protects a treasure, and you can, if you steal that treasure, you can change their behavior. So the game starts off with your protagonist here, Joker, who you get to name yourself. So his real name in my version of the game is Penguin Man. Man spelled with N, two N's, like man, like the last name, common last name. I picked it while I was streaming, okay? So that's why. But anyway, so Joker is like he's a kid who like stopped some girl from getting raped, and then he had to the person who he stopped was like a powerful politician, so they were able to like get him to they were able to like sue him, take legal action against him, and so your character or Joker basically starts off as like he's now being taken care of by a ward in a different city than he grew up in, and or he's a ward for someone. Basically, just like it doesn't really make a lot of sense in reality. I don't know if this kind of thing happens in Japan a lot, but basically he's like he has to go live with someone else now because he's in legal trouble and he's got a criminal record. So he goes there, but through shenanigans, he ends up in one of the palaces of a coach of the school, and the coach is doing bad things. He's like the volleyball coach. That's what he is. And he's doing bad things to his players, and you end up there by happenstance. But while you're in the metaverse, you have a chance, if you come to understand your true feelings, then you can release your feelings in a spirit of rebellion known as a persona. And so he awakens his persona basically, and then him and the rest of he befriends more people who all eventually awaken their personas, and they begin to infiltrate these palaces and steal people's twisted desires. So the people's hearts get, their hearts get so twisted, their metaphorical hearts, I should say, get twisted around their desires, and you can steal that. And when you steal it, they then become guilty or whatever, and they feel guilt and shame over what they've done, and so they confess their crimes. So that's basically the entire premise of the rest of the game, is you become this group called the Phantom Thieves, and you go steal people's hearts until they stop being bad people, which I will admit is a with all the all the crap going on in the world, it is a fantasy that I found myself identifying with. Like, wow, man, wouldn't it be great if we could just like go into people's hearts and make them like admit their crimes, and that would be great if people would just stop acting like jerks. Alright, got this. So I'm here. This is where I can manage my personas. I think this area is connected to like the other games. So this guy, I don't know, something persona, something. Anyways, the most important thing here is I can like manage my personas, and so since I only have like 12 of them, I need to like fuse a couple together to make different ones. So
This is an
I'm
alarm
going to do
fusion.
that. But obviously some of them, like, I'm picking on the left, those are my personas, and I've selected the one that's got first next to it. I gotta pick another one to try to fuse it into one that's better than the current one that I've got. So I'm either trying to find like a specific persona, or I'm just trying to find one that's stronger. But not quite sure what direction I'm gonna go with this fusion here. Kinda wanna fuse a unicorn.
You okay with this?
It's a good looking unicorn. But yeah, I don't have a lot that are actually stronger.
I see.
That's
This
stronger.
is certainly a powerful persona.
Hold on. Have I done? I can also do a network
Send it
fusion.
to a world different than this one.
No, I'm looking for a specific one. I might still do one of these. Hariti, that's the one I'm looking for. What am I giving up to do that? Isis, I can do that.
That's a pretty strong one. Choose which
So-
skills to inherit.
Increases electric skills, increases healing, increases chance of inflicting shock to down foes. Oof. Yeah, I'll see that. And what do I want it to inherit? Oh my goodness. Greatly increases evasion from nuke skills. I'm gonna take that. I'll give her experience outside. We'll give the effective healing skills. I'll take reincarnation. Goodness gracious. Some good stuff. Severe almighty damage to all foes. What's almighty damage? Well, I don't have it, so
I
I'll
cannot
take it.
expect any new power from this. Now, let us begin.
Okay, so I'm getting this one because I have a specific persona I need to create at some point. Didn't cost me any extra, huh? Alright, it needs a lot to level. I need to get to 41 though. Ooh. Do it! We'll get new skills. Why not? Cool.
Choose wisely.
Now. I don't want to do regular fusion. I want
We're gonna
strengthen.
strangle him real tight. You would settle for this during an alarm?
4,000, huh? What could I get out of this?
Shoot for the stars.
If I give it that, it will level up. But I like why not Jesus. Right? Yeah, I like that one. I like that one too. What is one that I have not been using much of? I haven't been using much of this guy. Or this one.
Aren't you gonna shoot a little higher?
I do want to shoot higher.
Well, It is what it is.
I'm doing math in my head. 7,387 times 2. Would that level me up? It will level. It says level up. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool.
Is this the power you wish? May your powers become
Alright,
one.
so I'm strengthening it. So now it's 41. So it learns Semi-Macro. Wow! Revives one fallen enemy at full. Alright, so I need to look up my little guide here. I need to fuse it with a Pixie and a Pisica. Alright, can do that. No, it's fine. Alright.
Prepare. This is an alarm
Thank
fusion.
you. No, I cannot, apparently. Pixie and Pisica.
Choose wisely.
Let's see here. Fuse by result.
Begin searching.
I'm looking for Pixie or Pisica. I don't have any either of them. Alright, then we're just gonna do a regular
This is an alarm fusion.
fusion. I'll level something up here. We'll do
It is neither remarkable and choose which
Lilith
skills to
here.
inherit.
mostly just I'm freeing up space because I gotta do a triple fusion here. I don't want that. Interesting. We'll just save your above mine. Counter is always good. Mania is always good. Wage war. And oh man, she's gonna get a debuff. Alright, I don't want any of this one stuff.
This should beget a respectable.
Great!
I see.
There are limits to the amount that you can, but you can do some pretty strong fusions. Like, the problem is you can't fuse anything higher level than yourself. And I'm level 40 right now, so you can fuse things higher level than yourself. You can at the beginning of the game. Eventually you can, but it costs money. The higher level it is than you, the more money it costs, though. So, unfortunately, I'm still kind of limited in the amount of personas I can... Yeah, we'll see if we'll roll the dice here. Wind boost, that was unfortunate. Anyway, so yeah, you can. You can do some pretty powerful stuff, but... Interesting. What am I getting in Musukunda? Yeah, we'll do this. Dodge Bless. We'll do this to the counter. Oh my goodness, there's so many things. Drain Spirit from one foe. What? Yeah! Who needs heals? I want to drain Spirit. Alright, so I'm gonna be careful about the... end the alarm.
What?
I still have business here. Alright,
Do
I'm
you
gonna
need
kill the alarm. The
something?
alarm increases the chance that a mistake will happen, and I don't want a mistake to happen. Alright, cool. Yay, now it's blue, and not an alarm. So
You
then, I'm going to
Justine,
summon the
these are the
personae
paths
that
you
I
walked.
need. And I need a regular pixie. There we go.
You will withdraw this
Cost me
persona
money.
and accept this persona.
And a Pisica. There it is.
This
Oh god.
persona, you'll withdraw this persona. This is your
Not like I
power.
just got 900,000 yen though from doing this thing. Alright, now I'm going to do a group guillotine.
Let us
Nope,
begin the
that's
search.
not it.
Can
Advanced
you gather
fusion.
them
There
up?
we go. And I am getting bugs.
Pretty tough.
That's awesome. I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, he's got little skulls in his gullet. Oh, that's terrifying. Alright.
Great things are possible.
Persona's too
Do you wish a
powerful.
fusion greater than your
63,000
own
yen.
power?
I can do it. Yeah, sure. Why not? I want to
Select
get
the
this.
skills you'd like to inherit.
Increase. Increase damage from attacks that target a foe's weakness by 50%. Sure. Alright. Zionga. We'll do the almighty damage. I need this one though. Right? Let's double check. Yes, same right ground. That's a dumb word. Alright, cures all non-special, cures sleep, hungry, dizzy, blah blah. We'll do strengthens gun skills.
It will receive a great deal of power.
Is this persona acceptable?
Now
Yes.
for a
Cost me a
rebirth.
pretty penny, but like I said, I just spent a ton of time grinding out stuff. We're gonna skip that. No one needs to see a bunch of personas die. You, the badass with the mask. Come on, dude, let's play. I couldn't agree more, Bugs. Couldn't agree more. So yeah, this one's like 53, and this is 13 levels higher than me, and it cost me money, but triple down like I mean, I don't want to do that. But I needed him for
Are you finished?
my relationship with the twins
Do
here.
you need something?
Check the status of
No.
penal labor.
It would seem.
They asked for that persona with that ability, and I have that because I did it with that fusion, and I spent a lot of money to do it.
Yeah.
These characters are apparently from previous Persona games. I don't know if they've been in all of them or not, but they are from previous Persona games. But there are a couple twins, and they asked me to follow this list, but they're having kind of an existential crisis because they don't know where the list came from. So that's kind of fun. I'd like that. I've been role-playing pretty nice in this game. Mostly because I'm following a guide and I have to for most cases, but
Listen up, inmate.
I don't need to be rude. As I get older, I find being a jerk in video games isn't as fun as it used to be when I was a kid. So, I don't know if that's a sign of growth or maturity, or if it's just whatever. It's whatever for me. I'm a traveler. Oh, tell me about the voice in your head. Yay, my bond is growing deeper. So this is a confidant rank, and so these twins are one of my confidants, and they are the strength confidants. And most confidants you have to like do specific things on specific days with, basically, to rank them up. And but this one you don't do that. This one you just have to do the persona tasks they have you do. And
Alright.
again, I'm following a guide, so it tells me to do it. So I'm doing it for the sake of the guide. I don't think there's a trophy specific to it, but it might have to do with I think you have to have a certain number of confidants ranked up to get the true ending, and there is a trophy for the true ending.
Farewell.
Alright, and then this last one I have to do is going to be too expensive for me to do right now. Bring us a Seth with a high counter. Let's keep those
Listen up,
going.
inmate.
Alright. What goes into it, just so I know what to look out for. Get Dakini to level 52. And fuse it with a new... Oh, it's a 4 fusioner. It's a 4 persona fusion. Wow. So yeah, that's not going to be one I'll be able to get for a while. I bet I can see it though.
Use
The inmate needs our guide. Let's execute him.
I just want to see this, and then I will leave.
Gather them.
There it is. Let's see what it looks like. Can I see it? Ah, it's grayed out. It's some creepy giant pterodactyl bird. Well, that'll be fun. Man, I still got a lot of this game to play. Maybe I will put it on pause. Maybe I'll think about it like part 1 and part 2, and I'll play part 2 after
Finished for
The
now?
Last of Us.
Are you
Alright,
finished?
we're gone.
What?
It's a Zapdos! I gotta say, Zapdos is quickly becoming my favorite of the legendary birds. I used to be an Articuno guy, but I just realized that Articuno is just a blue jay. An icy blue jay, and Zapdos is an actual, like, lightning incarnate beast. Moltres has always just been a rubber chicken on fire, so...
It is time, inmate.
Alright, well, the rest of what I'm doing in this game is mostly just high schooler stuff. That's the weird juxtaposition of this game, is you have this crazy, like, world of thought and, like, corruption that you're going in and you're heisting people's hearts, and then the rest of the gameplay is like, so today I worked my part-time job, and then I went out on a date with this girl, and the next day I hung out with this person, and then we had a school trip. That was fun. I studied in the library a little bit. Actually, you can probably see it on my calendar. Yeah, it shows me what she did. So, time with such and such. I hung out with them. I've been spending a lot of time with my confidants. As you can see, I slept. Came back from Hawaii. We had a school trip to Hawaii. It was fun. Let's see, I'm gonna pick a different month. Let's go back to like May, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I worked my job. Changed dude's heart, like went in and that's when I changed his heart. It was awesome. And then I watched a movie. So it's just like surprisingly fun though. You know what I mean? Mostly because it's so rooted in like story. Like I thought that when I started this game, I was like, this is gonna be the stuff that I like the most. Going in, doing turn-based combat, doing stealth, changing people's hearts, and dungeon crawling and all that. And it's fun. It's absolutely fun. It definitely makes more fun to watch on a stream. But it's kind of cathartic to just go, like, chill with my people. And yeah, I've been enjoying that. I'm actually gonna go find Jose real quick because I want to spend all my flowers, or I lose them. You gotta use them or lose them.
This is what
But
I saw.
yeah, it's fun, but it does not necessarily make for compelling streaming when I'm sitting there like I want the story, right? So I'm like I'm in it. I'm invested in all my characters. So when I'm like having a story with them, I'm like, oh yes, tell me more. Oh yes, wonderful. But that's not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch me read for a few hours. And maybe if you do, I can set that up. I can go get a book and you can just watch me read. I hope someday I get that compelling. But anyways, I will probably wrap up there. I am going back into Mementos, but that's only because I have 859 flowers that are a currency down here, and I gotta spend them on something before I leave, or I lose all that delicious currency. So I'm looking for that little kid who drives his little car around, and once I find him, I will
Here are the search results.
buy from him and then be gone. So, and back to high school life. So, anyways, thanks for watching. We've been doing this for about an hour, so hopefully it's been entertaining for everyone. And hopefully at the very least, we got to hang out, and that's what streaming's all about, right? Hanging out together. So, if you are watching this on YouTube later, or if you're watching it now, thanks for sticking with it and keeping me company while I played some Persona. To cap out my crappy day, this is definitely not the worst part of my day. So, you guys get the not worst part of my day. Actually, this was one of the better parts. So, I will probably head out now. And then I will do the whole spiel though before I leave. But if you liked hanging out with me, you can hang out with me more and my buddy Termite, who was mentioned. And we have a podcast every week. It's called 80-Bit Pod Smash. And we talk about video games, talk about like topics around video games and stuff. And many of you who are watching may be familiar with it, but those who aren't, maybe discovering us through the first time through the stream or through the YouTube, then yeah, you can find us at 80bitpodsmash.com. From there, we also have links to all of our social media, which is all 80bitpodsmash, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook. It's all just at 80bitpodsmash. No funny characters or anything, just 80bit podsmash. But yeah, we talk about games and stuff. It's fun. And yeah, we do the stream. We also have a Discord. There's links to Discord in the notes here, or should be in the description of the YouTube video. And you can talk to us live. Join us there. Continue conversing with me, please. Say hi. Let me know what's going on in your life and what you're playing and stuff. And yeah, we'll see you then, either in the podcast or next time we stream. We stream weekly. It'll be Termite next time. And yeah, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, guys.
School, huh? Nostalgia.
And